Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I'm just loving this layout, and I'm gonna start to see what this layout says, what the planets have to say about Harry and Meghan's marriage. I know we're like yawn already, like we know, but it's kind of interesting to me to see, and I got to just do some protection here because we're talking about Meghan. um, it's interesting for me to see the different layouts, the different cards, the different systems, especially when they all say the same thing. It's just such a confirmation. And no, I can't put my energy into it and tell which cards to come up. There's 78 cards. I mean, if I could, I'd be a millionaire because I'd be telling people to bet on what card is coming up or something. So anyways, I just cleared it. I cleared the cards. Let's ask the planets. What can the planets tell us about Harry and Meghan's marriage? The state of Harry and Meghan's marriage. What do the planets want to tell us about the state of Harry and Meghan's marriage? What do the planets want to tell us about the state of Harry and Meghan's marriage? What do the planets want to tell us about the state of Harry and Meghan's marriage? Cards are ready. The star on the moon. Well, isn't that interesting? We all know who the star is. 9 of Cups on the Mercury. Well, they're definitely being smug in their communications. Ooh, Temperance on the Empress. So now we have 2 major arcanas on major arcanas. The Sun, the Lovers on the Sun. Isn't that kind of fascinating? The 9 of Wands on Mars. Ace of Swords on Jupiter. And on Saturn, Page of Wands. Underlying is 8 of Pentacles. All right, so they're working on it. I think this tells us that this is a business relationship, but let's get going. So on the star, on their emotions and intuition, of course, we have my Diana card. And if you're new here, and I have a lot of new subscribers, it's my Diana card because number one, she lives in the star. She was a star when she was on Earth, but there's 7 stars, 7 small stars, and 1 big star, and her birthday was July the 1st. So this has always been my Diana card. And so we have Diana on the moon, and Diana was the moon goddess. Diana means the moon hunter, the hunter by the moon, or whatnot. I think that this is telling me that for some reason it's an emotional thing through Diana. Is that what they have in common? Are they worried? There's lots of talk that Harry's worried that Meghan is going to turn up like Diana and die in an accident, and all the conspiracy theories that they have regarding that. I think also on the moon, we have the star card. Star card is also hope and healing. And I'm wondering if they are honestly trying to do some hope and healing with their marriage. I'm not the only reader that's read. It's been a mess. They've been apart for a long time. They don't even live together. And I wonder if they're just trying to get along right now, do some hope and healing. Hearing, isn't that interesting? We've all heard that, Harry could possibly, allegedly, at least that's what our sources were telling us, that he was in some type of hold, and maybe since he's been out, they've been working on that. Under their Mercury, under their communication, intellect, intuition, they have the 9 of Cups. And that's also wishes coming true, being really smug. I think they are being really smug and playing with us in the media. And that's the communications. That's the Magician. That's Mercury. Plus, they're also really smug about all the opportunities that they have. And that's Mercury as well. commerce. And I think, they just have all these wishes, all their awards, they communicate that, how smart they are, their communication. They're just really smug with their communication. They have no humility in that way. And they just really feel like they're winning the communication war. They've got all the awards, they're winning, and they're gluttonous for communication. This marriage, they want articles about them. They want to be anonymous and try and look so smart, and they're very gluttonous when it comes to that. Now, under their romance and partnerships and love, we have temperance here, not necessarily a loving card, a peace, that they've come to some kind of agreement, that they are also under the Empress, under Venus is the babies, and temperance has always been my IVF card, that the babies have been created outside of the body. So this might be something, when we asked about the marriage, I think when I saw this temperance on the Empress, on the pregnant with possibilities, well, the pregnancy is made outside of the body. This was confirmation to me that there was surrogacy, and look at that, the clock agrees with me. Also, this is telling me there's an agreement. They've come to some form of peace in their relationship. Now, here we have the Sun, and we have the Lovers on the Sun. And of course, the Lovers is also the choice card. They constantly show that they're in love. They're constantly holding hands with each other. They're constantly going on about, how much they love each other and how in love they are. And, if you go to guest speaker on page 6, it's constantly, they're so in love, they're fine, and so on the Sun here, they're always trying to push that through. They're always trying to, interesting, I just realized I put the I love you on the Lovers. They're always trying to present themselves as a couple. Always, the hanging hands on all the time kind of thing. Blessed union. And interesting, we have the big Sun here on the Sun. And I think that's the spotlight that they always present as a couple, that this couple that's so in love, this couple that's so successful, this couple with children. This, the spotlight always has to be on them as a couple. They're a couple, they're, a love story, and, come on. Like it's sickening already. It's sick, like it's sweet, sickening kind of, especially when we all know it's a work agreement, a business agreement. Interesting. I still can't believe this temperance card, my IVF card on top of the Empress, telling us the surrogacies. So they always like to present as a couple in love, the Lovers, a couple in love. Like, don't look this way, that they aren't living together. They're totally in love and everything's fine, and everything's amazing. Now, on the Tower here, this is interesting. We have 9 of Wands, the embattlement. They actually fight a lot. They really fight a lot, and they have boundaries. They definitely have boundaries of each other. That's not, and also this card is looking back at the Lovers. They may be arguing about, a lot of things that are going on in their marriage. I think this with the Mars card there, I think they have a lot of fights. They're really embattled, really embattled. They have a lot of fights, how they present themselves. They have a lot of fights about the children and the pregnancies of the children. They have a lot of fights because look, he's looking at all of these cards, at how they communicate. They have a lot of fights about these awards. Didn't they leave quickly after the last award because Harry was so anxious about it? And I think they have a lot of fights about the way they present Diana, or maybe the way she presents Diana. I just think they just have a lot of fights. They fight over a lot. Now, under Jupiter, under their luck and money. We're going to hear some truth about that very, very soon. We're going to hear some real truth about that, about their luck and money. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Words, just cuts through the crap and it exposes the truth. And we're going to hear maybe some truth about their titles. Here's the Crown. I think we're going to hear. I'm just getting things cut in half. We're going to hear their words cut up. I'm just getting half because there's 3 on each side, so things split down the middle. And we have to remember 6 of Pentacles is things being divided fairly. That's why I'm getting split in half here on luck and money. Ace of Words. We might hear some truth about their money. We might hear some truth about their money cut in half. We might hear some ideas about how they got some of their luck. We might hear some ideas about their money. I think we're going to hear some really strong truths about how much money they actually have. We're going to hear the truth, and I think it's going to cut. Maybe we're going to hear that they have half of what they actually portray that they have. Under their burdens, number 1, we have a page. So their work and their burdens. Under Saturn, we have this Page of Wands, and this is all the announcements that they make all the time about a new creative endeavor. So they've got this burden of all these things that they present to the world. ARO, 4 books, what was that movie, Meet You at the Lake? Where's that? Their Netflix contract, their contract with Lemonada. And so they've got this burden of all these announcements of creative endeavors that they do. The wand is creative. The wand is ideas that grow, or things that grow. So you announce a baby, and that baby grows into a big human being. You announce a marriage, an engagement, and that moves into a marriage and a coupleship. It's something that's creative that you announce. So all these things, I'm going to sell wine, I'm going to sell jam, I'm going to sell this and that and rip you off and blah, 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 blah. And that's their burden, is all these announcements that they keep making of these new projects. Pages, of course, this is something new, something newsworthy. Wands bring us news as well. And this is their burden and their work. And I'm almost getting I'm hearing, shut up already. It's interesting that we have this, the work, the business, the work hard. And we asked about their marriage. Now, I was looking for the Ace of Cups. I was looking for the Two of Cups. We do have some positive cards, the Lovers on the Sun, but like I said, they want the spotlight on that they are a couple. This could hardly be, you could hardly say they're a brand new couple, right? They've been together going on 7 years. So you can't, this would be different if they just got engaged. Then you say, oh, they're a brand new couple. But this is not it. This is telling me the Sun, they want the spotlight on them as a couple all the time, holding hands and, doing this together and doing that together, even though there's some things that come out that say, oh, Megan wants to go away with her brand, and ARO is her brand, and the podcast is hers, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They always put the spotlight that they're on a couple. They're very embattled. They have boundaries around each other. I do not believe that they are living together. When you see this, I would like to see the Four of Wands, which would show a happy home. We don't have that at all. I think we're going to hear some truth actually very soon. The planet Jupiter is telling us some kind of truth is going to start to expand and show itself. And they've put all these burdens on themselves with all these announcements of how fabulous they are and what they have going, and how smug they are about all these awards and their communications, and they know the royal family won't counteract anything that they say. So that's why I say they're pretty smug about it. All right. Well, that was very interesting. They kind of reveal all. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.